Hey guys, I've just done a live over in my Facebook group. If you remember the group, you might have already seen it. And I answered some great questions that people in the group had asked about van life and motorhoming and living on the road. And I thought that it might be useful to share with you here on YouTube as well. The internet was a little bit dodgy on some parts. The picture drops in and out. But I hope that you find the information I shared useful. And if you have got any questions of your own, feel free to drop them below and I will answer them for you. I might even make a whole video just for you. Take care. Have an awesome day. This is kind of unplanned, very impromptu. I got all your cool comments and questions and stuff, and I was sitting there like, I could answer all these. And I don't know if you can see, that's my view. Like I'm right on the water in Denmark, which is kind of fun. Fabby Watson, what an amazing name. Best clothing items that wash, dry and rewear with minimal effort. Ooh, good question. Hiking stuff is really good because it's that kind of material that allows you to wash it and it dries really quickly. And like those thin, really thin sort of thermal layers and things when it's chillier, or vest tops and stuff, anything that's quite thin will dry really quickly. If you've got thicker socks and stuff, they are the bane of my life because thicker socks take forever to dry. And things like jeans and stuff take forever. So layers are a really good option if you want to wash and dry stuff as you are going. John, should you drain my freshwater tank which has been in the van for around a month and fill it again? Probably 7. Yes, I would. 100%. I would absolutely drain your freshwater tank and fill it again. You can put the tablets or the aqua salt into it, but if it's been sitting there for a month, that's going to get a little bit stagnant. So that would be my recommendation. Do you wash your lovely, thank you, my lovely hair in the shower? Doesn't it deplete your water supply, or do you use a bowl instead? Yeah, I absolutely wash it in the shower. Doing it in a bowl, way too much effort. Do you mean washing it or dyeing it? If you mean washing it, yeah, I use the shower. I have lived on a boat for years. So I sort of wet it, then turn the water off and lather it, and then rinse it. And then every time you're kind of doing anything to your hair, turning the water off. So normally in the shower you would sort of let the water run, and I don't do that. So I can use not very much water at all. Dyeing it in the motorhome is a nightmare. It looks like I've murdered something. To be fair, it looks like that when I'm in a house anyway. But I try very hard to avoid dyeing it. Because shocking, I know, but this is not its natural colour. Do you know what? I'm actually blonde. There you go. One thing you would not know about me. But yes, dyeing it in the van is a pain, so I do try and wait until I'm at a friend or family member's house. They love it when I visit. Generally their bathroom looks like someone has been murdered in there. But no, if you get good at it, you don't use all that much extra water when you're washing your hair. Hi Katie, when you do motorhoming and enjoy following your adventures, we're currently in the Netherlands in Ruby. Nice. What's my favourite gadget accessory? Oh, Katie, we could be here for hours. Well, I've just cooked my dinner in my Ridge Monkey. I like that. And I've got an air fryer, which I love. I love my little air fryer. I've been using that a lot. So that's quite a fun gadget. There's a couple of things that I have in my van that I am missing in this van because obviously it's a newer van. It's not been set up for someone to use it and live in it all the time. So things that I'm missing. My rear view camera. This has got a rear view reversing camera, but it doesn't have a two-way thing. So you can see out the back, but you can't see down. So when you're trying to park, you know, in a campsite, you've got little pegs and you're trying to see how close you are to pegs. Can't do that. And I'm really missing that, so that's a massive one. What else? My lithium battery setup, I love. Haven't got that in this van, obviously. Probably the Ridge Monkey. Yeah, I use that all the time. I do use that all the time. If I think of any others, I'll jump in. Oh, Wi-Fi, I suppose, as well. Hi, Ian Croydon. When you're on your travels in Europe, do you book campsites in advance or just wing it and hope you find a good spot? Going to La Rochelle in July for 8 chips. Oh, okay, so it depends what I'm doing, whether I book campsites in advance or not. So, for example, tomorrow night, I know that I'm getting on the ferry to Iceland on Tuesday morning, so I wanted to make sure I had a spot at the campsite near to where the ferry goes, so I booked that a while ago, so I knew that I was going to be at that campsite on that day, and I booked that. What else? I don't think I booked anything else coming all the way up here. I'm using Airs, so Airs you can't pre-book in advance, and that's why I like them so much. So I would say to you, if you're going directly to somewhere like the middle of La Rochelle and you know that you're going to be there for certain days and you want to be in a campsite rather than an Air, then absolutely book it up. And if you don't, you want to wing it, or you might want to travel a bit, then just sort of wing it. Use Airs or use park ups or something like that. If you want to go to Paris or somewhere like Euro Disney, where it's going to be really busy, or the Italian lakes or wherever, I would recommend booking up a campsite for that, especially if you're going to go in July and August, because it does get busier. But otherwise, you're pretty much all right just turning up. Iceland, I haven't booked anything. not a single campsite in Iceland, which may be a mistake. I'm planning on just sort of making it up as I go along because I don't know how far I'm going to be able to drive each day. The roads are paved for most of them, but I don't know like how many times I'm going to stop or where I'm going to get to, so I'm just going to kind of wing it. Wander and wing it, as I say. Laura Cunningham, have I done Italy? I'm going in September and I found really conflicting information. Some say it's not worth vanning as the trains and buses take you everywhere, and some say the sites are good but you have to book as they're limited. I have done Italy. I haven't done all of Italy. I've certainly done the sort of middle upwards. It's amazing. I love Italy. It's fantastic. You say you're going in September. I think a lot of it depends on where you're going to go. I mean, if you want to focus somewhere like Rome or the cities, then yeah, you'll probably find that you're not going to use your van any more than just sort of going to a campsite, but that applies to anything if you're going to go to the cities. If you're going to go and explore places like the Dolomites, oh, they're amazing. And with a motorhome or camper van, that's even better. September you should be okay, not booking too far in advance. If you're going July and August, I'd say absolutely book campsites. It's really busy. Again, it depends where you want to go. If you want to go somewhere like Rome, Venice, any of the really big tourist attractions, those will still be really busy in September. So I would book campsites, but I would, if you're going to do the drive down and you're going to spend some time out there, I would absolutely take my van. Yeah, it's much cheaper than the hotels. So yeah, I hope you have an amazing trip. Post pictures, let us know how it goes. Madeline or Madeline, I have a compressor fridge in my camper van and a gel leisure battery and a 100-watt solar panel. I want to try going off-grid, but I'm worried my fridge will drain the battery overnight. Am I worrying over nothing? Ooh. Right, okay. Don't worry about the wattage of your solar panel because the solar panel is not going to give you enough electricity to run your fridge on an hourly to hourly basis. What it can do is re-top up your battery. But if you are relying on just a battery, and I'm hoping that your fridge has got a gas setting, because if it's got gas, that will be even better for you off-grid. Gas makes it so much easier. But if you've only got a battery, what you need to look at is how big the battery is, and you might need to invest in getting a bigger battery if you don't have gas. And then you need to look at how much power your fridge draws, how many amps. So if you've got a 100 amp battery and your fridge draws 5 amps, now you're only going to use half of your battery, so you've got 50 amps to play with, so that's 10 hours, as long as you're not using anything else, which most of us would use, lights and everything else. So that's how to look at it, is what is the size of your battery, how much does your fridge draw, and that will show you how long. And if you look at your solar power, you're not going to get 5 amps on average to top that all up again. So yeah, you will probably need another solution to go off-grid with a fridge. If you don't have gas, if you've got gas, definitely get one. So I hope you're having a lovely Sunday. My plans now are I'm going right up to the north of Denmark to a little place called Hirtshals, and then I'm getting the ferry on Tuesday morning, and I'm going to be on the ferry until Thursday morning with a stop at the Faroe Islands, but I don't know exactly when. Sometime in that 2-day period I've got to stop in the Faroe Islands. And then yeah, I arrive in Iceland on Thursday morning. I've got so many fun things booked. I've got a rib trip to see the whales, and hopefully, again, touch wood, and I've got a rib trip to go see a glacier, and I'm doing some zip lining, and I'm going into an ice cave, and what else have I booked? I feel like I've booked something else. Oh, the Blue Lagoon, because I can. So yeah, it's going to be really cool fun. So hopefully that will all go smoothly. But I'll try and do another live at some point so you guys can see where I am. I might try and do them on Facebook or Instagram. Facebook's been really weird over this live. I was trying to schedule it. It wasn't working. But hey. Anyway, I hope you're all having a lovely Sunday and not getting too rained on. And I will see you. I'll see you in Iceland. Oh, quite exciting.